So I'm assuming we're all set, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
would assume so, yeah.
yeah, good, because we're recording right now. This is the
Yeah, I
first
can
time.
need the freaking recording.
Yeah,
Stream.
yeah, look at me, I'm fucking Sergeant Info. I look like a fucking moron nowadays.
Oh, now you're gonna fuck you.
Welcome to the first episode of the.
English.
God, I'm trying to do the introduction.
I'm trying to do the introduction.
Fuck you guys. Uh,
Fuck me yourself, you coward.
Nah, I'm good, thank you. Uh, welcome, welcome to the last podcast, episode 1 under the Made Men Network. As always, I'm your host, Easy the Shinobi. With me again, Green Spectre,
Yo, what's up?
and with us is a fucking jackass called Sarge
Hey!
Nipple.
No. This is.
All right. Introduce yourself.
I am one of the greatest esports gamers that ever lived. I have at least maybe 12 seconds on Modern Warfare competitive. So, I mean, I have a Racer DX chair, so go follow me on my Twitch. My Twitch is pretty famous just because I bought a chair. My mom used to put my KD on the fridge, so I'm pretty proud of that. I'm at least 35 years old. I am twice divorced, and I was living in a van down by the river.
Do you have like 2 kids that are forced to love you and just like accept the fact that you're just a fucking e-gamer? Or
Well, I mean, I chained them to the wall so they can't leave me.
well, that's not okay. I have no idea what the fuck that was.
We're gonna get taken off so quickly.
Probably not. There's worse stuff out there, honestly. I mean, this is just kind of, I guess, mediocre, middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, but yeah, welcome to the first episode. This has been 4 or so years in the making, mostly out of laziness on my end because I just wanted to start doing stuff now, seeing as how we're all indoors.
Quarantine sucks.
Going through fun, but you could develop hobbies like podcasting, gaming, alcoholism. I mean,
Alcoholism, drug abuse, murder, the fun stuff. That's how it works.
does it though? Does it?
So I recently watched all the John Wick movies, and I like John Wick 1 and 2.
Yeah.
John Wick 3 needs some work.
John Wick 3 is pretty much John Wick 1 and 2 is him doing it himself, and then John Wick 3 is getting help. And we're used to him just taking care of business on his own, but seeing how the entire world is hunting him down, he's like, crap, I need help. Help me.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's more or less just the fight scenes are just they're just kind of bad. Like the library scene where he fights the really tall dude, it just looks so bad. Like Keanu is, instead of punching this book to like hit this dude in the mouth with a book, it's just like it looks like a full on WWE slap where he's just like yeah. It's just like, it's so bad.
Well, I mean, how are you supposed to fight someone taller than you?
Well, it's not that. It's just how it looks when he's punching this book. It looks like he goes in for a punch and then just taps the book with a slap.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty cool kill scene. I mean, just fucking just skull fucking a giant guy with a book. I mean, that's a creative kill.
Just fucking Keanu breaks both of his legs and starts dancing in front of him. He's like, you can't dance anymore. Look what I can do. Can you do this? Fucking just kicks him in the nuts.
Jesus.
I mean, that answers Spectre's earlier question. How do you bring down a tall dude or someone taller than you? Just kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Well, that's any takedown for anyone. Just kick him in the nuts. Even women.
Well,
how do you think John Wick was in middle school?
Probably
a normal kid with loving parents, and then everything went sideways when he took his first drug addiction. Was like, dude, I can kill a man for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could just imagine like some kid tries to take his little Lunchables meal, just, just does the thing where he picks up a fork and just slams his kid's head onto it.
Or a
They call him the
crank,
Baba Yaga.
not a fork, but a spork.
Just super spork activate. This is my Lunchables. This shit's got the Skittles inside of it. I ain't fucking around. You ain't fucking around. You ain't taking my goddamn Lunchables. Dude,
Now,
speaking of, Lunchables were the shit back then.
No,
yeah.
it's just garbage now.
The thing that I hated though is that whenever it was like the Skittles or like some kind of like chewy candy, because the Lunchables had to be refrigerated, they were hard as shit.
Because wasn't it like they had like Skittles and Reese's and one more? I think wasn't it like Laffy Taffy or some shit?
No, I think it was like gummy bears or something like that. I can't
Right.
remember.
It was Skittles, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, or those what were they? Peanut butter cups?
Oh, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, or it was
Yeah.
those. Those are like pretty much the only 5 that you could find inside Lunchables.
I had a
Because-
Lunchables one time that had a Snickers bar, and I was like, what is this? Do I look like I want a Snickers bar?
Well,
I mean,
the Lunchables back then did collaborations with companies where the amount of Lunchables they sold, depending on what brand got more, like Skittles, they would get like 5% of whatever they made.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how things worked back then. Nowadays, everybody is greedy. So everyone wants 50% or 75% of the cut, or it's no deal.
yeah, true.
Do you
But
think the Lunchables was like the fucking fundraiser episode of Boondocks? there's some dude, and he's just like, I've been making Lunchables for 16 years, and you think you're gonna take me out of my business? And just fucking murders anyone that tries to like compete with Lunchables.
Jeez.
It's just some fat dude that like looks like he's just wearing like some business shirt.
that just makes me picture Chester the Cheetah, or the Chester the Cheetah, in like a fucking mafia, in like a fucking mafia meeting with Lunchables and shit.
Wearing a freaking white leisure suit and a bag of crushed Cheetos in front of him that he just snorts. He's just, it ain't easy being cheesy.
Oh, like that Family Guy episode.
Exactly.
I could totally imagine it's just like some drug cartel, but it's like the snack crew. So you got Cheetos, you got, I don't know who the hell is Doritos like mascot, but
I think it's just a triangle.
They don't have a mascot. It's just pretty much Doritos.
Doritos wants nothing to do with any of this. Like, we're just gonna make our own stuff.
No, because they know if that they make like a character for their brand, like the people or the internet's gonna be like, "Oh, sweet, porn."
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there's Pepsi Man.
if it exists, there's porn of it.
The golden rule.
Yeah.
golden rule of the internet.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, there's how many people out there when they first saw a box of Frosted Flakes looked at Tony and was just like, "Damn, it's kind of thick. I can make something with this."
oh, look at Tony the Tiger's chest. That's
pretty. It's pretty nice, and his little fucking, this little Fred, whoever the hell his last name is, Fred's like, what is the stupid thing that Fred wore in Scooby Doo? I can never pronounce it right.
a scarf.
No, it's like it's a name. There's another word for it.
The bandana around his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it's called. But anyway, it's just like, it's kind of giving me some Fred vibes here. It's pretty nice.
I put a blonde wig on you and
Call you Vivica. Is that your name? Tony? Tanisa? Oh, nice to meet you. It's like, honey, what are you doing? Get out of my room. I'm alone with Tanisa. Who's Tanisa? What did I say? Get out.
I think it just. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that just reminds me of how many just sick people are in this world. They'll look at one character and then they just stick to it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if there's, God help, if there's a movie about them, they'll just go to the movie theater, sit in the far back seat, just vigorously jack it.
Jesus.
There's people out there.
Everyone who sits in the top row of the fucking theater seats just to do that.
Yeah, it's just basically just jacking it, like The Incredibles 2, for example, to like Mrs. Incredible or even Mr. Incredible. Honestly,
Yeah, I don't judge.
The ladies with Mr. Incredible and the men, or some ladies with Mrs. Incredible.
Do you think there's a theater out there that had such a huge problem with that? They had to reserve the seats just for that.
how do you think seat reservations started in the first place?
They're like, look, we got too many people coming in here, sitting in the back row to just freaking jack it. And we've tried everything. We've tried the bug spray. We've tried the mouse traps. We've tried the jumper cables, and they just keep coming, both physically and metaphorically. So we're just gonna. How about we just reserve the seating and just price them higher so that maybe people don't get the idea. Next thing you know, there's like 40% like profit intake just for them doing that. It's just like, this is not what I was hoping would happen.
It was like the most bittersweet $20 you could have. It's like, I mean, they paid, but what was the cost?
It's like the Chuck E. Cheese's Steve or Phil. Get the fuck out of here, Phil. He's just shoving at him with the broom.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You know what we should do for this podcast?
What?
We should go through our conversations, Ed.
Through Steam?
We should do the Steam. We should take a journey through some of our conversations at like 10 p.m.
All right. I mean, we got some time to kill if you want to pull one up.
How long am I here for?
You're here for
the question is, how much free time do you have?
Yeah,
well,
Mr. Unemployed.
Yeah,
Rip.
but I'm making some fucking stacks is what I'm making, okay?
I
don't
doubt.
want to hear.
Press X to doubt.
Oh, press X to doubt.
Press X to doubt.
You know what? How about press X to go fuck yourself?
Joke's on you. Life's already fucking me. I'm dead inside.
You mean depression is fucking you?
Just import Fortnite default dance song. Oh, God dang it. My cousin's texting me. He's like, hey, you want to play some Modern Warfare? And I'm like, yeah, I would, but I'm in a podcast with a couple of dipshits.
I mean, you signed on for this, so...
Who's the dipshit now?
Remember, you signed on for multi-year, so technically... That Smash Brothers... That Smash Brothers fucking matchup that we had this past, was it Monday? Yeah, no, that was for your multi-year deal. So
I let you win because you complain all the time of not winning a tournament.
Yeah, and joke's on you. You know what? You could put an asterisk on it, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
A win's a win in my book, goddamn. So, so I wonder if I can. Oh, there's a search. Holy shit, there's a fucking search option. Oh, we in the fucking future now, boys. We in the fucking future. We got a magnifying glass. That's the search thing. Okay.
What the fuck? Nothing. It's just Spectre sending me shit on fucking Discord.
I'm so nervous.
So, you know what I still have saved up?
What? Which one?
The John Wick sequels we made.
Oh, dear God.
So we got... It all started with, well, John Wick 4 confirmed. John Wick 4, John buys a cat. John Wick 5, John buys a zoo. John Wick 6, a Christmas musical. Where is this? John Wick 8, John gets a robot dog. John Wick 9, John fucks the robot dog. John Wick 10 Digital Deluxe Edition. John Wick 11. John has enough of these goddamn robots. And then what? John Wick 69 Electric Boogaloo. John Wick 69 John kills Takashi 69. Oh, what is it? John Wick 2019. John Wick is John Wick. John Wick 2020. John Wick eats John Wick. Where's the where is it? This is Star Wars Episode 10. Ha! Gotcha. It's John Wick 47. John plays Hitman with the Hitman to kill a Hitman and killing a Hitman's target with the Hitman. John Wick 60. John goes back to Vietnam.
How many of these did we make?
Apparently 52.
Jesus fuck.
So I'm looking up the search thing and it says I found 52 results for John Wick.
That
John Wick 2026. John gets a college education, becomes respected architect.
My God.
John Wick Triple X. John's downtime.
I mean, really, when you think about it, we're just creating alternate universes for John Wick where he's like moderately happy.
John Wick 44. John hunts for Mewtwo. John Wick 45. John kills Mewtwo. John Wick 46. John becomes Mewtwo. John Wick 47. John 2.
Oh,
John Wick Uber Blitzkrieg. That one was one of my favorites. You know what's honestly a really good thing to do for a podcast?
Yep.
Is Mad Libs.
Mad Libs. Well, we got enough time. That reminds me, whatever happened to the video that we shot from like the Mad Libs trying not to laugh thing?
Didn't it get lost on his other phone that was stolen by the sea?
No, that wasn't me that recorded it. That was you.
No, I didn't record it.
No,
Yeah, you did.
It wasn't me. I would have uploaded it by now, but
yeah.
Press X to doubt.
I mean, you have
Circle will dominate.
T-pose.
Okay.
Well, that reminds me. There was that.
Just a note for anyone listening. I'm not usually like this. Only when I'm around
yes,
Only when I'm around these dickheads.
Yeah, we somehow bring out the weirdest in each other. It's odd.
I'm just a black guy.
I
don't know. These two kidnapped me long ago, and I still don't know where my real parents are.
You kidnapped me first.
How do you kidnap yourself?
I don't know.
You just
when you call shotgun and the kidnappers refuse, so they keep throwing you in the trunk.
That doesn't answer my question, but okay.
Sure, it does.
Yeah, it's like the thing you were telling us. Well, supposedly you visited Spectre's house and you thought that, like you opened a box and you just found like ketchup packets or what was it?
Yeah, he had a Traxxas like battery charger box, and I was just like, oh, I didn't know you had a Traxxas battery charger. And I opened it up, there's a bunch of Jack in the Box like barbecue sauce packets and ketchup packets, and I look at them and go, what the fuck is this?
I'm Mexican. Any Latino that knows that when they have an empty box, doesn't matter what size or what brand it is, cool, extra storage. So they'll put whatever receipts, paperwork, even ketchup packets into said box.
Yeah, or if you have like enough space on the counter, that's just technically storage space.
Yeah, because you don't want anyone else to steal your storage space that you have, so you just riddle it with random shit so that other people can't put their shit on it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you realize how many times I've kept my receipts in a shoebox? That's just straight up for fucking proof. It's like, okay, in case I need to return something, no matter if it's past the 30-day return policy, I just need to have it just in case.
Honey, get the shoebox. I gotta return these Nikes. Shut up, phone.
What is
Honey,
it?
gotta return. Get the shoebox.
We are basically advanced hoarders.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I just hoard stuff is what it is.
Like
These two just I don't know about you, but freaking King Ketchup packets over here.
It's better than the accidental chocolate order. Oh, I'm just gonna get a packet of 6. Wait a minute. This isn't what I ordered. There's way too many. Mm-hmm. To a point where you started to give it away to people because you ordered so much fucking chocolates.
To be fair, that's a happy accident.
Oh yeah, then I have those happy accidents all the time. Heyo!
It was not chocolate cigs, man. I don't know where you got that from.
I never said chocolate cigs. Those little chocolate balls you like putting in your mouth so much.
Jesus fuck. Okay, so where are we heading with this?
I don't know.
At this point, just sit back, sit back for the ride because this might go on a while.
So you remember how in San Francisco they were talking about filming Matrix 4?
Oh yeah,
and people are flipping out about Keanu being there. I wonder how much footage they had to cut out for Matrix 4 for like some crackhead in the background just like shitting on a block.
Or not even cut it out, they just crop them out.
There's just like a black square sometimes behind Neo, and he's just like, oh, Morpheus, is that you? It's been so long, and you just hear in the background,
It seems there's a glitch in the Matrix.
There's too many homeless people. There's a lot of black people. I don't know what to do. I don't feel safe, Morpheus.
It's either that or they basically CGI him as like part of the fucking robots or some shit.
Neo, where are you exactly? I don't know, but I don't like it. There's a lot of homeless people looking at me, and I think they want my trench coat. They see it as a blanket. Help me. Trinity's just somewhere in frickin' like Oklahoma or some shit. Like, oh, where am I? Just beating up a bunch of hillbillies. Neo, what if that was the fourth Matrix movie? It's just Neo's just scared of everything. Oh goddamn, what was that? There's a man in his eyes don't look normal.
Just Neo being easily startled by anything and everything that basically comes towards him.
It's been so many years before the next Matrix movie, I don't know what to do. Neo, oh god! Startled me. I thought you were one of them, Morpheus. You thought I was one of what? I thought you were one of the black people.
Oh god, that's
just looks around. There's just a bunch of homeless people. He does a thing where he just so much as someone looks at him up close, he freaks out. Fucking, just like karate chops their neck and then flies away. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, so I have a friend named Graham, and he's never seen any of the Matrix movies.
okay.
And
What's wrong with him?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't watch a lot of movies, but he wanted to see Matrix because of what I told him about it.
Oh god.
And his reactions to the movies were the funniest fucking things. Like, okay, so you guys have seen all 3 Matrix movies, right?
Yep.
I've seen the first 2. Look, I heard the third one wasn't that good, and I just decided, okay, yeah. Like, just go.
So heathen. Oh, sorry.
You're a heathen.
So there's a part in Matrix Revolutions where at the very, he goes to the machine source to fight Agent Smith because he's taking over the Matrix. And so there's a part where this really big machine shows up, and like all these little mini robots come out and start flooding around Neo, and he's just like, "I've come to say what I've said, and if you don't like it, fuck you." Or whatever. But he was talking about how Smith was taking over the Matrix and it's out of their control. And so the little machines form like this baby face on the big machine, and the big thing just goes, "Speak." And my friend out of nowhere just goes, "What the fuck?"
You guys see, after you told me that, you think that's how the Teletubbies got started? Because you know how there's that sun baby like there.
Okay, what meth head made Teletubbies?
That's what I want to know.
And who thought it was a good idea to make it a kid show?
Honestly, it is. That show is more terrifying than Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, to be fair, it is kind of sort of friendly, I guess. I mean,
no. That show, you would have to be a NASA scientist to understand what's going on. Like, what is happening?
I have no clue. All I know is that they like what's the thing, custard, and that's about it. And they just
that ain't fucking custard that they're shooting. I hate to tell you, Luigi, but that ain't the custard. Fucking Mario voice sucks.
You're doing the voice from the what is it called? The Super Mario Super Show.
Yeah.
Or the movie.
Or the movie. That's what that
ain't custard, Luigi. But Mario, I've tasted it. That was my dick, Luigi. You were tasting my dick. So, but honestly, that show is just like, I guarantee Jeffrey Dahmer worked on that show, at least somewhere. Somewhere he worked on that show.
Well, didn't it come out like after you already got put in prison or something?
Exactly, my case in point. He wrote to someone, you know what's a really good idea? I want a son baby. And he's God. There is a religion out there somewhere in the deep web that thinks that baby is God.
I mean, I can see that.
Somewhere out there, like the son baby said, "Ah!" Well, I mean, you heard the baby. Job's the job. Got to kill you.
Basically, it depends on whatever sound he makes. Like, if it makes an ooh sound, then it's just like, all right, you heard it. I got to take your eye out or something.
Group orgy. Orders. Doctor's orders. Gotta do what you gotta do. But like, what other shows besides Courage the Cowardly Dog that were like just seriously like, what is happening? It really just makes you question what is going on.
Well, I would say Kids Next Door, but the thing, I was actually kind of cool. Like,
Kids Next Door was awesome.
Yeah.
It was one of the, I mean, it probably started a mass genocide of like kids killing their parents for something like that just because they're being adults. But, you know, no one's perfect. No one gets it right on the first try. They have to put like a PSA at the end of every episode. Hey, just remember, this is a cartoon. Don't kill your parents.
What the fuck?
This is like the second, like some kid sees the first episode of Kids Next Door, they just fucking take a sledgehammer to their parent. This got dark really quickly.
Yeah, this got dark. We were talking about shows. I mean, okay, so here's the thing that kind of surprised me. A lot of people hate Caillou. You guys seen Caillou, right?
The hell is Caillou?
So it's this old like PBS show about this like kid.
Is that the bald kid?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I never noticed it. That basically, like a lot of people were saying, he's a complainer. He whines a lot. Until I popped up like a couple of days ago. I popped up an episode on YouTube. I was like, he fucking complains a lot.
Yeah, he complains about everything. He's just a bitch.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the stereotypical child.
But Daddy!
Yeah, where it's just complaining all the time, and it's just like, oh, this and this and this and that, and then they learn life lessons and whatnot.
It's just, but Daddy, I want to be a prostitute. Now listen here, son. All right, listen, you little fucking bald dipshit. I never wanted you. There's your life lesson for today.
Jesus.
There was someone did a parody of what's it called? Kaiju?
Kaiju. No, Kaiju's Godzilla.
It's just Kaiju. But they did a parody of Caillou where he's like 35 or like something like that and still living with his parents and like wearing diapers or something.
I've seen I've seen
so
like fucking art of that.
And if you don't, I'll fucking kill you. I'll kick your ass, Daddy. Are you threatening me? Yes, Daddy.
See, that's how Caillou ended up fucking growing up.
It's just Caillou grows up in prison. He's just still complaining. I don't like my cell. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so what else was there?
I had a show in mind. I just can't remember the name of it. So, I mean, Ed, Edd n Eddy was kind of, well, it wasn't weird. It was just like that funny
Ed, Edd n
weird.
Eddy was the best.
Oh yeah, it was funny weird.
It was the shit back then.
It was one of the best cartoons. You know what? Okay, what show I never, and to this day I still can never understand the plot is freaking Code Lyoko. Do you guys remember that?
I have never watched it, but I've seen the commercials.
I never understood what the hell's going on.
It's apparently whatever happens in the digital world happens in real life. So if like, it's to say that both worlds are linked, and if the digital world gets destroyed, then the real world gets destroyed. But yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you on that one.
It's just like
it does suck.
Yeah, it sucks and it makes no sense on what's going on.
But the only praise I will give it is that alongside Jimmy Neutron, it was the first of its kind to use 3D animation.
Jimmy Neutron was awesome. I actually learned things.
Yeah, and for its time, if you think about it, back in like 2005, 2006, it was the first of its kind for 3D animation.
Mm-hmm. It was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Sodium chloride. That's what I said. Sodium chloride. The fucking slow zoom in on what's his name's face. That's what I said. This quarantine just kind of sucks, but at the same time, I'm not really complaining. I mean, I'm sorry to sound like a dickhead to you guys that are actually working, but honestly, there was a post someone made saying how about people who are actually working should also get like the plus 600 bonus to their salary or like to their paycheck instead of like only giving it to the people that are unemployed. And I thought, I honestly agree with that because it's really unfair for the people who are working during the quarantine and making the same wage.
Yeah, but the problem with that, and since I'm actually working and I had a sit down with my boss, I told him like, oh, whatever happened to like the $2 extra and all that stuff, and he said that the government does not fund them for the $2 extra. All of that is pretty much coming out of the company's pockets.
Okay.
So that's why there was only that time period of like a month, or not even like a month, like 3 weeks. That was like a $2 extra.
So it's like a temporary raise.
Yeah, it was a temporary raise to get essential workers, or some of them, a boost so that they're able to pay off like bills and pretty much all the essential stuff that they need. And then after that, it would go back to normal. But he said that, yeah, the government did not fund them for like the extra payment. And what I'm guessing is like, if that idea does go through with like, oh, the $600 extra for like essential workers, I don't think the government's going to pay from their own money. They're going to say, all right, cool. You guys can do that. Not us. You guys.
Well, I'm assuming they would include they would pass like a proposition for a fund or something. I, I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when it comes to extra funding, it's usually the company that pays out of their own pockets. They're
All
not
right, I'm back.
getting. They're cool. They're not getting. They're not getting. They're not getting.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyhow, but they're not getting any money from the government. All of that extra payment or like the bonuses, they're all coming out of stocks that they make from whatever they sell or whatever they do, or from their own pockets. But yeah,
No,
the government pretty much has no say whatsoever unless you're in like the union rep.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
only that's the only time the government's like, oh, you build skyscrapers, cool. We want it like this, and we're gonna fund you this amount of money. What? You need extra money? Cool. Here you go.
yeah.
But if it's like a grocery store like Costco or something like that, they're
They
just
could
gonna
care less.
yeah, they're just gonna be like, nah, you guys can handle it yourself. It's
Yeah,
okay. You don't need our help. So, it's pretty much a flip of a coin, and every time it lands on head to, oh, I don't give a shit. Cool.
yeah. I mean, it. A lot of the times I just think, who honestly is running the government? I know it's like it's a mix of people, but it honestly just feels like it's just five people that just make decisions.
It's the council of the what do you call it? Of the three houses
Hmm.
in the
yes,
government because
Representative, Senate, and um, shit, I forgot the third one, but yeah,
the judicial, something like that.
judicial.
There you go. Yeah, so pretty much it's just a council. It's a council of them running everything. Do not squander my English.
Um, but what I was gonna say is that where I'm working at Stanford, I told you about how HR just refused to pay us for our canceled gigs and also not allow us to use sick hours for pay.
Yeah,
Um,
That's kind of a dick move.
it's a total dick move. That so all the shows that we were supposed to be working on, they just got canceled, and they were like, "Oh nope, can't give you money on that." And it's just like you canceled the shows that we were supposed to be working on, and yet here's the real stupid thing is that even though that the concerts, press meetings, and shows got canceled, the company still had to pay the talent like the same amount of money for traveling and hotel stay,
really?
even if they don't show up, our company still has to pay them.
That seems
That had
odd.
my boss livid, and so because we had about maybe 12 shows that were going on in February, no, March, that were going on in March back when the virus was really starting to spread, and the U.S. was saying, hey, maybe we should quarantine.
Hmm.
Um, but we had about 12 shows that we had to do, and they all got canceled, and yet our company still had to pay all those 12 performers, and not 12 performers, but like 12 bands, so like maybe like 6 people per band, let's just say. So like 6 times 12, we still had to pay all of them for hotel and traveling expenses, even if
Even
they
though
don't even move.
even though it got like say canceled or whatever, and they're all already over there, it's like, oh sweet, we just get to stay here for free because what? They're
And
paying
get
us.
paid.
Yeah, like God, that
Dude, it had my boss so angry.
yeah, that's annoying. Where it's like a dude flies out to a commercial flight thinking that oh yeah everything's gonna go well, I'm gonna like do all this cool stuff. Turns out it got canceled and you have to stay there for like 3 days for a flight to go home, and
Hmm.
you're still getting paid.
Well, it
To the person that's cool because they pretty much got a free flight and they get paid, but the person who's paying them, oh
yeah,
man,
he's not happy.
yeah, no, that would be annoying.
It's odd nowadays, but I mean that's life, I guess.
Yeah. The one thing I'm looking forward to for when I go back to work is just it's just my boss Egan. He's he's really he's a really cool guy, but I love how I can almost never tell if he's happy or sad. So I have to analyze his body language to understand what emotion he's in, and I've gotten pretty good at it. So like for instance, when Egan's happy, he'll walk around, or like if he's not really happy, more or less in like a neutral, calm state, he'll walk around snapping his fingers or like whistling, and his walking is just a very calm, mellow thing. But when he's agitated, he'll be more hunched forward and walking at a quicker pace. But when he's stressed or angry, this is the funny thing. So he always wears his hair in either, I think, a ponytail or a bun,
Mhm.
because he's got long straight hair. And the more the more stressed he gets, the more strands of hair come from the back of his head to the front of his head. It's so funny because there was one time where we're bolting this thing together, and Egan and I are facing each other when we're bolting, and what we're bolting together is called a truss, which is what hangs stage lights and sometimes curtains and projectors and stuff like that. So we're bolting a truss together. Egan turns around to grab like more bolts to put into the truss. He comes back and there's like 2 strands of hair in front of his face. And then I'm just like, okay, so we got about 2 strands. Okay, so he's getting there. He's bolting a little bit faster now because we were kind of on a tight schedule. He turns around again, comes back, and there's more strands in front of his face. It was so funny because every time he turned around, I don't know how, but like more strands of hair came from the back of his from his bun to the front of his face.
Jeez.
And I was just like, we got 12 strands now. Oh god, 20.
Are you
And
just?
I was really trying not to laugh, but I was just looking at him, just like, and he's like, Matt, can you bolt the truss together? I was like, I'm sorry. Oh, it was so funny.
Jesus. You're just gauging it like the danger level based on the strands of hair that that's like.
It's honestly that. I have to gauge how he's feeling because his face shows. His face just almost shows no expression. I mean, he laughs sometimes, but those are like solar eclipses when they happen. It's really funny. There was a really funny moment at work one time when I had to set up a grand piano, and because we have to use like a piano jack where you have to spin this wheel to raise or lower it, and Egan comes up to me because I'm like spinning the thing really fast, and he's like, "Hey, be careful not to have the wheel go all the way down because then you'll have to bash on it with a hammer." And my coworker next to me he says in a really funny voice, he's like, "How do you know that?" And Egan just starts laughing, and he's just like, "Well, this one time." It was really funny. Yeah, be careful because you have to bash on it with a hammer. How do you know that? Well, this one time. I have so many funny stories at work because of just the fucking people I work with. I almost actually fell to my death once
Okay.
at work.
Okay, so how did this happen? You didn't tell me this.
I never told you this?
Like how you almost fell to your death? No, I would have remembered that.
I'm pretty sure I told you this, and you know it involved the Mexican guy with the poncho,
Nah, that was the other one.
the one at the tap.
I think you might have told me, but I don't think you've told him.
Pretty sure I told you where the lady with the 3 tits came in.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so I told you that.
well, I think you told me that one. There was like a German dude in space or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then like a cricket who could talk.
Are you sure you just went on an LSD trip at that point?
I mean, Jimi Hendrix was there, so it could have been.
It's just wondering. Okay, Jimmy, how the hell are you here?
He just speaks only in Jamaican lingo.
It's like Grimm's grandma from fucking the Grim Adventures of Billy
I
and
got to
Ben.
stop talking to me toilet. That's another show that was weird.
That's weird, but it was beautiful.
Um, but so what happened was so in the concert hall, it's really big for reverb and stuff like that, and for like different shows, performances, and stuff like that. But at the very top is where the lights come in to focus onto the talent that's on stage, and it's about maybe 100 feet, 90 to 100 feet up. So it's called the cloud. That's up to when you work up there. And so when you're up there, you have these hatches that you lift up, and there's the stage light, or not, the stage light. And so you have to wear a harness and hook into safety lines so you don't fall in. So there's these lights that we had called 10 angles, which is really, really long light, and you almost have to balance on your ankles, leaning all the way in the hatch to try and fix or focus these lights. And I hate 10 angles so much because of that. So I'm in the hole, and I'm like messing around with the light, having to put a gel frame in so it's a blue color when the light turns on. And my friend, not friend, he's not my fucking friend, he's a coworker. my coworker Brian looks at me and he's just like, "Matt, are you harnessed in?" And I look over to my right, and my harness is still clipped into my side, and I nearly had a heart attack.
Jesus.
Because here I am, dangling by my ankles. There's no one holding me. I'm just really holding myself by my ankles and using the support of this lamp, and I'm just sitting there, 90 to 100 feet up above rows and rows of chairs, and I'm just like, okay, how do I fix this?
I could just picture just looking at it, I was like, oh, you look at that. This is a coinky dink.
Well, this is a coinky dink. Ain't this just a pickle? I'm not harnessed in.
No, yeah, you never told me this story, or else. Here's the thing, or else I would have remembered you texting me. It's like, dude, I almost died.
Yeah, that is exactly what I would text you too. Just, dude, I almost died. That's and you're like, well, something happened. And it's honestly, what's funny is that a text, because I text you the dumbest things where I'll just be like, hey, dipshit, I broke my nose or whatever. But the funny thing is, when you hear someone text you saying, dude, I almost died, it's like, okay, he's probably not kidding. He's probably serious.
It's probably serious, and then you just inquire about it.
Yeah.
You basically, like an art, and be like, okay, what happened? Not just, oh my god, are you okay?
Like, yeah, it's just like, obviously you didn't, but so what happened? But yeah, it was just, Matt, are you harnessed in? Just look over. And of course, like, I've talked to my dad a few times because we used to watch like some survival story stuff, and he was always like, the number one thing you never want to do when in a tough situation is panic. You never want to panic. And so I just said, my heart, of course, skyrocketed to 200 BPM. But I was just like, okay, I am 90 feet up above chairs, and if I fall, I will die. Okay, let's slowly back out of this hole. And thank God there's pipes holding up these stage lights. So I just grabbed the pipe, pulled myself up, and pushed myself out, and then hooked myself in, and then just sat there for a second, just thinking, what the fuck?
Just kind of processing your near-death experience.
Yeah, just processing. My brother got into a pretty severe, not severe, but like pretty heavy car accident one time, and I missed that car that he had. But him and his friend are okay. Nothing bad happened. But he flipped. Nothing bad happened. He just flipped his car on the freeway.
I don't know. I think that's pretty bad.
But I asked him, it's like, are you okay and everything? He's like, yeah, he didn't have to go to the hospital, which was remarkable. But he was like, they talk about how time slows down when like in a really crazy event.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing because it was almost like all the sound went out of my ears, and I just heard my heartbeat as I was flipping in like slow motion, and I was just like, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, because it's like in the movies where they do pass kind of like like an approaching death scene, and it's just like stop, no sound, everything's just going in slow motion.
It's the human body is so insane.
It is like it literally is. Like you could just you could just be doing like normal stuff, and then you start thinking about it, and it just uh,
Like the most the most like popular thing about like the human body is when people say you're breathing automatically, but once you start thinking about it, it's almost like
You start
you're
doing it manually.
you start
yeah.
doing it manually. That's it's honestly so crazy how that works. Especially the thing that always amazes me about the brain is dreams.
Oh
Just
yeah.
how your brain generates this three-dimensional world, or like with like lighting, like because sometimes even dreams can do like different camera angles where you see yourself and stuff like that, and people that you've probably seen on the streets, or it can create monsters. It can do so many things in a dream that's just it's mind-boggling.
No, yeah, and the most surprising part is that it does it by itself sometimes too. You're not in control of like what you're dreaming most of the time. Sometimes
Yeah,
you are and you're able to do it, but like it's just your conscience at work by itself.
yeah. Um, I one thing that's also funny is lucid dreams. For me, I turn into a fucking maniac, and not in the good way.
Well, I mean that happens.
It's like there's no consequences, so it's like who cares if I kill everyone?
Okay, so maybe we need to get you a couple beers in, yeah.
Well, I can't drink.
Not with that attitude.
Now, when I'm done with you, um, but I what one lucid dream moment that always sticks in my head is when I couldn't tell if I was working or not,
Mhm.
and I was every time I woke up, I thought I was dreaming, but every time I went back to sleep, I thought in the dream I thought I was working, and it didn't take me until like 5 times of jumping in and out of dreams uh, that I looked at the ceiling and there was a DDR machine just on the ceiling with a dude playing on it, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm dreaming.
I'm dreaming. Turns out you wake up, there is legit a DDR machine on the ceiling with a dude playing on it.
hmm It's
Then,
in the dream I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm dreaming. I walked up to my steward back when I was working at Local 16. I walked up to the job steward. I was like, man, fuck you, motherfucker. Your your business is shit. Fucking hate you. Hope you kill yourself and this and that. And the guy was like, what you fucking said to me? And when he yelled back at me, instantly in my head I was just like, but what if this isn't a dream? And I woke up. And when I finally woke up, I was kind of like looking around my room, and I was just like, I went, I went and did a couple things, and just kept staring at the clock, because apparently in dreams, if you look at a clock and like look away and then look back, it will be like a different time.
yeah.
Uh, so I kept doing that, and when I finally got sleepy at night to go back to sleep, I was just like, okay, I was dreaming. I was that unsure if
it
I
was
was dreaming or not.
it was that lucid of a dream.
Yeah, it was that realistic where I was just like, because I didn't expect the job steward in my dream to yell back at me exactly how they would if I really did it. So I was just like, uh,
This is kind of awkward. Let me just see if I'm dreaming or not.
it's like I'm just yelling back at the steward, and I'm just the whole time I'm looking at the ceiling, just like,
You know what you could have done in the dream to figure out if it was a dream, right?
hmm.
Just basically auto jump to the DDR machine after you told them off and start doing the Fortnite dance.
Now if that happened, then I would have been like, sweet, I am dreaming. But I've had dreams that were so absurd that I still didn't know if it was a dream or not
Huh?
until I've woken up.
Well, let me ask you let me ask you guys this: have you guys ever had like a dream, like say you had like a dream like 10 years ago, and then just completely forgot about it until
I've I've had that.
until like basically like say yesterday the exact same stuff that happened in your dream plays out in real life, like deja vu.
Yeah, I've had dreams where it's literally just the future, and then once it happens, it's like the weirdest headache. You're just
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Whoa, I've been in this place before. Hi, on the street.
whoa, what the fuck was that? But I had a dream one time where I was sitting with my family and we were taking a group photo in Portland,
Oh.
and then I took a trip to Portland with my family, and then my aunt goes, "Hey, I got a great idea. How about we take a group picture?" And I sat down in the exact chair that I sat in my dream in the exact same pose, and right when it happened, it was like a big flash of light hit me, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" This is all of a sudden, "Who are you? Where am I?"
This is my house. You're not my family.
You're not my family. Where is he? Start fucking drop kicking people, throwing haymaker punches.
Just trying to.
Speaking of
Oh, go
speaking
ahead.
of punches, dude, I did boxing, like a pretty intense boxing training session 2 days ago. My whole body just hurts.
Like, what did you do for this training session? Like, did you go to a gym or?
No, my friend is a boxing trainer. We just went to his backyard because all the gyms are closed.
Yeah, okay.
But we did a couple of drills. We did some exercises. We did some conditioning stuff. We did a lot of drills. You know, the 1, 2, 3, 4 punches and stuff like that, and dodging and weaving.
Uh,
Some of that stuff. My whole body is just in pain.
like basically, like even now you're still like freakishly sore.
Yeah, I am insanely sore. Like it hurts to walk because we like ran around the block like 3 times. We did a bunch of jump rope and
Yeah. Basically, I think what's boxing it involves a lot of plyometric exercises to kind of be able to get yourself conditioned. So
yeah, so you can move around and be like fluid and stuff like that.
yeah, man.
Oh god, it hurts.
Just picture the next day, just like waking up. I don't think I could move out of this bed.
I well, here's the funny thing. The first day it was just like okay, yeah, I'm pretty sore. All right, this is manageable. Second day was okay, kind of hurts a little bit more now. This yeah, I'm in pain. And now today being the third day, it my body's just like you are in pain. And
and,
it's just ah ha
and you're just thinking, wait a minute, this isn't how it's supposed to go.
no. And the worst part is we're going again tomorrow, so we're going again Sunday.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, I said I would do it, so I'm doing it.
I mean,
That's why you don't make promises that you can't keep.
Oh, I don't give a shit. It's gonna make me conditioned.
Well, then stop complaining.
I don't see you freaking doing boxing training.
I don't need to do boxing.
well, I
I
mean,
am boxing.
No, I took it as a kid growing up.
wait, you took boxing as a kid?
Yeah, you could take it as a kid. It's I
Yeah,
think it's
they
like
have courses.
it's junior boxing, but
Yeah,
it's more or less the same thing except toned down for children.
yeah. So there's not like super hard punches or full contact sparring that you do.
Yeah, no.
Because that would be kind of funny though to see like kids just beat the shit out of each other. What'd you say about my mama?
Just see grown ass man just betting on like the kid in the green shorts versus the kid in the red
I
shorts.
got 16 on blue shirt.
Oh, what's that? See, Jimmy, he called you a bitch.
What you gonna do about it, huh, bitch? Huh, little bitch boy. It's insulting. What if there was that really competitive guy that like if his son like doesn't get a knockout in the first round, he just starts throwing empty soda cans at him.
Jeez.
Fucking failure.
Jesus Christ.
Um, but yeah, it's honestly a lot of fun boxing because I just like the style of it and everything.
Are you learning kind of like more of a defensive based style or power or?
Um, it I think I'm more of like on the offensive type style, like a
Mm,
slugger.
gotcha.
But I think what Mike Tyson was a slugger.
I think yeah, Tyson was a slugger. Who else? I don't know that much about boxing, but I know Tyson was a slugger. I have no idea who else.
Hmm. I had a friend that actually trained with Mike Tyson with boxing, and he has like a few pictures of them training together. And I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, he knocked all my teeth out. Huh, that's cool.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so everything that you see on my face is actually plastic. Oh, well, that's cool. Also, he killed my dad. Huh. Well, that's cool. It's just like, you're not a good friend. Huh. Well, that's cool. It's just, that's the only thing he knows how to say.
This is just he's just trying to freaking like absorb everything and like nothing else comes out.
And you just look in his eyes, and there's just that single tear of suffering. Huh. Well, that's cool.
I don't know, but in all seriousness, that's good, man. It's basically kind of taking up boxing. It's a good workout.
Yeah, fucking yeah, it is. So I'm just like, ow, ow.
Everything hurts. Please stop.
Please. Why? Why, Lord? Why?
Why have you forsaken me?
Uh,
um,
that's all I got to talk about.
On a note, I was talking to someone at work, and they were suggesting the idea: would you go watch an R-rated Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well, it
I'd
depends.
watch it.
What kind of R rated?
Like full on the full on original script that George Lucas wanted to do. Whenever say someone was going to get decapitated with a lightsaber, it doesn't immediately carterize it, so you just see the gushes of blood or just like streams of blood going down from like the open wound,
I
or
mean,
the blaster effects act instead of leaving a scorch mark, it's actual like a giant sized bullet hole.
Oh shit.
I mean, I that's actually that's actually kind of a good question because it gets to the thing where it's like, how much is too much?
Exactly. And the fact that Lucas wanted to do that back in like the 80s, you could kind of see the strain for the special effects
I mean,
back in the day. So I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why they never went through with like a more R-rated, mature kind of movie,
I would watch it like depending on like the level of violence, like decapitation with blood spurts. I
or not
probably
like or it's something more realistic where it's not blood splurting out,
yeah,
but it's more of like just you see like this like slight streams of blood coming out from like the
Just
open wounds.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like slight streams of blood. Maybe not replace the scorch marks from the blasters because I feel that's
because
kind
it's
of overkill.
no, because I mean it's a blaster. It's pretty much a concentrated light of plasma
Yeah,
hitting you.
yeah.
I mean, of course, it's gonna disintegrate. It's not gonna leave a scorch mark on your body. No, it's gonna disintegrate the area it touched. So of course, it's gonna leave a
yeah, it's
hole.
pretty much gonna vaporize when it touches.
Yeah, so it's gonna kill you, but it's gonna leave a giant ass hole like right where it hit you.
Mm.
Speaking of like light particles and stuff like that, I got into a heated argument with a friend one time because he didn't believe in the speed of light.
What?
I'm not kidding. He firmly believed that the speed of light isn't like has not been mapped out.
Well, I
Like, she's
mean,
like, it's just a theory. The speed of light. I was like, are you stupid? And so I told him because he was just like, yeah, people say it's like this and that speed of light because there is no speed of light. It's just a theory. And I go, okay, answer me this. What does a particle accelerator do? And he's like, it accelerates particles, obviously. To what speed? And he was just like, not the speed of light. And right when he said that, I turned my phone around and showed him the definition of like what a particle accelerator does, and it's like a particle accelerator accelerates particles to the speed of light, which is approximately, and then it shows this number, and I'm like, so this number just doesn't exist. And he's like, that's a rough estimation.
It's like, well, you could sign, but that's a rough estimation. No, that's what it is.
That's the speed of light. So, no, it isn't. Okay.
All right,
listen here, you little shit.
Okay, you know what? I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here with your BS. Oh, I really did it this time. I'm sorry, Louie. All right, then.
I was like, all right, you should have told him, all right, what is it to the speed of then? Sound? Whipped cream? I don't know. What
the speed of whipped cream. But that's honestly another thing that's really interesting to talk about. It's just space. Just, what is space?
It's space.
What is it?
It's space.
You know, like the space on my desk. It's space.
Yeah.
The space. Well, actually, that kind of brings up a good question. Is the space of your desk? It's just like, is it really like your desk has space? So like, what does it mean if you say something where your desk has space? My fucking head hurts. Never mind.
I'll show you an example. Well, I can't show you, but I'll explain it. There's right now an open space between my keyboard and my mouse. So I have space. But if I slam my phone down, now there's no space.
And you might have
my phone is there. Correction. Well, I have a broken bait phone for, those certain times when you get arrested or you get caught in school. You don't give your real phone, you just give the bait phone. That you never go pick up.
Go ahead. I was gonna say what I was saying is that there's probably someone out there who probably takes it literally, where it's just like there's space between my keyboard and my mouse, so I have space. But it's just like, but you're not in space.
No, like, but there is space
like you don't have
all
a
around
piece
me
of space in between. No, it's like you don't have a piece of space in between your keyboard and mouse, and that's another thing. The whole like dark matter theory in space and stuff. It's just so much crazy shit.
It's a lot of shit. Such good shit.
Fucking.
It's good shit.
I don't think fucking, we could edit it out. I don't think we're supposed to say his name on here because this is still technically part of the network, but it'll be fine.
I mean,
they're not going to find us from our first name.
I mean, that name is common in Peru.
Yeah, but he wants to have a nickname, so I mean,
I'm not going to call him his radio name.
Call him Horsecock.
Yeah, I'm not calling him that.
No,
or the almighty Horsecock. No, I'm not calling him that.
Doomslayer Horsecock. This is Horsecock.
I was gonna say Madman Toby, but whatever.
We could just call him Obito.
That's actually where you got it from. Dude, Psych Anime was fun.
That was. I still have the video of me hitting in the head with the water bottle.
Jeez.
Just bonk.
You need to send me that video.
I will.
Dude, what the fuck was that? How did you even get it with the water bottle? That's the thing.
It was random. That's what happened.
Talent. Pure, unadulterated talent.
Now I got reminded me. You know that's Cheese, the video that you sent the group chat?
Not me.
No, Spectre. The one where basically throwing the slice.
The baby getting hit in the face with a slice of cheese.
Yeah, that's what Rowan getting hit with water bottle kind of reminded me of.
Dude, I'm still laughing at. I'm like, if this makes me a bad guy, then so be it. But I'm still laughing at the slapping sound it made when it hit the baby's face. It was all quiet, and you see like, oh, it's a precious video of a baby, and then bam, cheese.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There's this really
God.
funny video that my cousin sent me of a dude getting hit in the head with a Pringles can, and it makes the funniest noise. This dude freaking full on yeets it like across this room and hits him directly on the head. It just it's so funny. Oh man. Well, it's been an hour and 12 minutes. Wait, hang on. 3, 2, 1. 13 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. You guys think it's time to call it?
I got nothing else to talk about. I mean, if this is just episode 1.
We got plenty of stuff to talk about later down the road.
Yeah, especially if we get a few more in here.
Yeah, whatever we have saved for like Rocco and all that, or whoever else comes on, that'll be for the main stuff. Right now, it's just kind of like the three of us. All right, so I guess it's time to head off home on a Saturday night.
Oh, sweet, my pizza's here.
You got pizza?
Yo!
Fuck yeah, I got pizza.
Dude!
What you get?
I got. Hang on, let me open the box.
Wait, they just delivered it to your room?
No, I had someone bring it to me. I'm not gonna say her name.
I was about to say, the guy just comes into your house and he's like, "Hey, I got a pizza. This is yours."
Sweet. It's a stuffed crust, Little Caesars pizza.
Wait, Little Caesars delivers?
Yeah, they've always delivered.
Little Caesars has stuffed crust, but the one in the Little Caesars in our area apparently doesn't deliver.
Yeah, it does. The one on Woodside Plaza, not Woodside, Roosevelt Plaza.
Yeah, that one doesn't deliver.
It says it right here. It delivers.
It does not.
Wait! Did you get it from DoorDash, or is it like an actual like Little Caesars delivery?
No, I got it from. Well, I think she got it from DoorDash, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, I don't really know.
Hey man, I'm hungry. I'm chowing down on this pizza.
I'm about to head out and get some pizza too. That sounds really good.
Fuck. Damn, I'm hungry for some pizza. Either way,
dude, get the pizza.
Go fucking eat pizza, you dickwad. Either way, time to sign off. Follow us at the _podcast7 Instagram. Basically just putting up updates there. Do you guys got? Look, please.
Or they don't. They don't have to.
Don't listen to this, man. Please follow.
I mean, we're just.
This is a cheap plug in marketing.
This is a Christian Minecraft server. Please follow us.
Please follow us. Oh, we'll have to be a Catholic Minecraft server.
Honestly, it's funny that we're not like, guys, go follow us, do this, subscribe to our Patreon. It's just like, you follow us if you fucking want to. It's like we don't really care. We're just a couple guys that just thought this would be a fun idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
Couple of friends,
just giving each other shit. Do you guys got anything you want to plug?
Well, I have a USB charger that I would like to plug in. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke.
Motherfucker.
Get out.
That was a terrible joke.
Get out, you and your goddamn fucking jokes.
I only do what the Messiah. Wait, hang on. I have a Messiah. I have Strawberry Messiah.
Oh God.
Wait, yeah. All of them? Oh, really? Everyone that listens to it too?
He's deranged.
He's deranged.
Sorry, guys. Where's yours? You heard the Messiah, and everyone's got to die.
Fuck's sake. Please
no
do
one's
not
going to understand our freaking inside jokes.
Of course not. Especially because it's not a video chat.
I know.
Yeah. And it's an inside joke.
The freaking protein powder Messiah.
I think this is a good place to end it all.
Yeah, we basically we have like 3 ending points at this like now. So follow us at Made Man Podcast. Link will be in the description. Follow Shinobi_Visions for pictures. I basically just got to start uploading more stuff. Did you guys want to plug anything or?
I got nothing.
They can follow my Twitter.
I've got stuff that I could tell them to follow, but it's stuff that you guys don't need to know
about. What's the Twitter?
At Green Spectre.
Yeah, follow him. He'll be what do you post up on Twitter? I never followed your stuff.
Oh, how dare you! But
I don't have a Twitter.
I pretty much post up either pose artwork of 3D models, updates, changes I made, or some video clips.
That reminds me, though. Basically, some of the clips you sent me are like on your new updated animation engine. Fucking flawless, man. It's going good so far.
Even though it lags a bit, which means I have to like just clear up some space or get more RAM.
That's surprising. It doesn't really lag that much, to be honest with you. Maybe just like a bit here and there, but honestly, not that much.
Yeah, but I still have to fix a few things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, follow me, Spectre, on Twitter. We'll be back soon in a couple weeks' time. Until then, everyone stay safe. Have a good weekend.
Remember to wash your hands, be considerate, and wear a mask for the love of God.
Yeah, please. We don't want.
Don't accuse people of being Unabombers.
Honestly, also do that.
Well, there's that. We just don't want stuff getting shut down again anymore. Please. But yeah, everyone stay safe. Have a good weekend. Signing off in the Bay Area. Late.
All right, I'm out of 5,000.